Hey everybody, how's it going? Carlos Mencia here, and welcome to the Mencia Minutes, where I take stories that happen during the week that I find funny, interesting, or entertaining, and give you my take on it. We do these once a week, so let everybody know I'm putting them out. Enjoy it, have some fun. And by the way, I am back on tour, and I have never been funnier. Seriously. These are the times you want to come and see me perform if you're a fan, even if you're not. I'm telling you, these are the times I have been killing it. Fire on stage, material, everything, the whole thing, entertaining. I got the juices flowing again. This is the time. And by the way, I've been, and I'm proud of this actually. Every single show since I got back from quarantine and this year, I've walked out at least 2 to 4 people every single show, which is a great ratio. And by the way, that just means that about 99% of the people that come to see me are just loving it, but that 2% can't handle it. And that's okay. I'm not for everybody, man. I talk about everything and everybody. And you know what I discovered, man? I discovered that our problem isn't laughing at other people, it's laughing at ourselves. When the joke's on somebody else, we all think it's hysterical. When the joke's on us, we all get offended. Well, not all of us, but enough of us. And that needs to end, because if I'm going to make fun of my mom, my dad, my people, guess what? I'm going to make fun of your mom, your dad, and your people. And if you ain't down with that, then don't even bother, baby. For the rest of you, let's get on this little ride. And I hope that I'm at a city near you, performing somewhere near you, so you can see the live show. It is amazing. But for now, the Mencia Minute begins. Here we go. So we're gonna start out a story with cultural appropriation. That's right. Justin Bieber is now in trouble because he's wearing dreads, and people are saying, why are you trying to act black? And listen. I'm guilty of this back in the day, okay? We used to call there was a thing called wiggers. I don't know if you know this or not. And it was kind of a diss, kind of not, but it wasn't real. Now it's getting real. Cultural appropriation, it's getting real. And I don't fucking like it. I don't. That is what America's all about, by the way. Us mixing cultures, mixing things. Listen, I love tacos. Authentic, real tacos with the kind of meats that will make other people throw up. But you know what else I love? I love Taco Bell, man. A quesarito? What? An enchilada? What? A Mexican pizza? What? That is what America's all about. Us mixing together. And by the way, what am I supposed to do? Tonight I'm performing in Atlanta, which is a really heavily black city. Am I not supposed to perform here because they're black and I'm not? When I do the show tonight, am I supposed to tell everybody that's a non-Latino to get out? And because my mom's Mexican and I was born in Honduras, do I tell everybody that is not from those countries to get out because this is not for you? A vast majority of the money that entertainers of color make comes from people that are not like us. Or I shouldn't say that, because of course we're all the same. We're humans. But that don't fit that stereotype of being like us. So what am I supposed to only make money from my people? What is that? That's such a fucking idiotic thing. And who cares how people dress? Who gives a shit how people dress? And I'm gonna say this because just based on all my friends of color, period, when people take on our stuff, when people take on the things that we do, we love that. We think that's amazing. Because that's the whole point of it in the first place, for you to dress in a certain way. At one point, there was one guy a long time ago that wore his sweats and picked up one leg, and all of a sudden, boom, a bunch of dudes. There was one dude who sagged, and then everybody else started sagging. It doesn't matter who created it. What matters is that we're Americans and we share it. And if you're not down with that, then I'm not down with you, man. Because it's not, what is he, what is he, whatever. You get it. I get it. It's all bullshit. I'm tired of it. Let people be people, whatever it is. Whoever invented it, I don't care. Bring it to America. We'll mix it, flip it, make it our own. That's how we do it, and that's how we're going to stay the greatest country in the world. All right, we're going to stay on race. So these kids at a private school called King School in Connecticut, who are black, put it out there that their teachers are doing some shit that's a little racist. And so the story that I read is one of the things that they made him do is they made this black kid run from white kids that were chasing him to pretend that he was a black guy from back in the day running away trying to get to the Underground Railroad. And I thought to myself, what the fuck? See, this is the problem with this shit. Black people do not need to be reminded about racism, even if they've never experienced it, which, by the way, that is crazy to believe that somebody black in America that's going to high school has never, ever experienced any kind of racist shit. But if they haven't, God bless them, what a beautiful thing. But let's be honest, that is probably not the case, is it? So they know. Black people know about it. Their parents tell them about it. Their grandparents tell them about it. I mean, there are people alive that are telling stories to their grandkids about what it was like during the days of segregation. Yes, so they don't. It's everybody else that needs to be reminded. So I got this idea. Tell me what you think. Seriously. I was driving through, I was driving from Jacksonville to Atlanta, right? Because I'm doing a show in Atlanta. And I'm driving from Jacksonville to Atlanta, and I see a bunch of places, and there's this one big place that's Plantation and the whole thing. You're supposed to go in there, and, I'm driving with my friend Cisco Duran, who's black, and we're kind of tripping out and going, wow, this is kind of crazy. And then I thought to myself, what if we bought a plantation, opened it up, and had non-blacks come and experience for 2 or 3 days, like, what it's like to be a slave, like for real. Like once you sign a document and you say it, boom, you're there. We take your rights, we do everything. We don't beat anybody, nothing like that. But just the conditions, you gotta work, you gotta do what you're told, the whole thing. Just so that we understand so we get what that's like, so we feel what that's like, so we can hear and feel those stories and understand. That's what I think. I think we, those people that are not black, need to know what it's like to be black. For real. Not the other way around. Fucking idiot teachers. See? That's why I invented the word titire. For people like that. It's duh to the third power. Because when somebody fucks somebody that's the kid comes out. There you go. That's a fucking titire. All right, so I read this story about this guy that lost 90 pounds at the age of 56, started working out and got buffed. And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm losing weight. Let me read this story. And it inspired me. It inspired me to get healthy, but it also inspired me not to get too crazy fit. Why? For everybody else, I think it's a great thing to get buffed. It's a great thing to get as muscular as you can and you want, whatever. Good for you. But look at the pictures. You see the guy that's buffed right there? Not funny. You see the chubby guy right there? Funny. So I'm going to lose as much weight as I possibly can, but not get so buff that I become unfunny looking. Because I want to stay funny. See? Right here. Look. Not funny. Here. Funny. So if you don't know, I'm not a big conspiracy guy. It's not my thing. I'm not a theorist. I don't know anybody that can keep a secret, let alone 5, 10, 15, 20 people. I just don't believe that most of the times. I'm sure some of them are true. But Joe Rogan is in trouble because he said that if you're fit in 21, why get vaccinated? Of course, Dr. Fauci came out and said, no, don't listen to that. First of all, listen to whoever you want. But when it comes to medical advice, I tend to listen to medical people. But that being said, here are the numbers. As far as I know, nobody 21 years old and fit has died from having the vaccine. 0 deaths. 0. Not one. Thousands of Americans at the age of 21 died from COVID who weren't vaccinated. So those are the simple numbers. You do what you want, follow the numbers, follow the science. Doesn't matter to me. But COVID vaccine, 0. No vaccine, thousands. You do the math and do what you will. So Rebel Wilson is losing weight and taking pictures. Some people are saying like, hey, good for her. Other people are like, come on, what are you doing that for? Listen, I'll let you know this about losing weight. I've done it, big, small, and here's the way it works. When you're really, really fat and unhealthy, everybody wants you to get healthy. All your friends want you to get healthy, and all your friends want you to lose weight. And when you start losing weight, they love you, they support you, but it gets to a point where you lose so much weight that you look thinner than them. And that's when your friends turn on you and start saying, hey man, you don't look good, bro. You're too skinny, bro. You look emaciated, bro. Stop losing weight, bro. Don't do it, bro. You don't look great, bro. So just understand the psychology of it and understand that when you lose weight, even if you're not thin, the fact that you lost enough weight that you look good and feel good, you want everybody to know. So Rebel, you keep showing that fucking ass. Show that ass. I was gonna say fine ass, my bad, and then I just said ass, but I meant ass. So a flight attendant posted on TikTok the real reason that they talk to you and say hi to you on the way in. And it's because they're looking for able-bodied, competent people just in case something goes down, that they can go to those people and be like, hey, can you help? So they're looking for people that are in shape. They're looking for people that are smart. They're looking for people that can communicate well, and all of that in just a glance and a, hey, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hope, whatever they say. Yeah. So let me just turn it around and tell flight attendants, you know what we're thinking about when we look at you when we go to the airport? Yep, that's what we're thinking. So a couple of weeks ago, I talked about that A-Rod and J-Lo were breaking up, and that we had a chance, and maybe it's gonna be J-Lo and C-Lo. What? But A-Rod just said that he'll do anything to get her back. Oh, we were that close, guys. Oh, we were that close to maybe having a shot. But now that he wants her back, I don't know if we're gonna get a shot. But we were close, guys. We were close. And if they don't get together, there's still a chance. There's still a chance. All right, this story hit my soul because I have a huge family. 70-something nephews and nieces, 11 sisters, 6 brothers. So the story is about a mom and a daughter who the mom put the daughter on her checking account, and then the mom passed away. So now she has access to all the money, and she's asking, like, should I tell my siblings and my family that I have this money? And here's what I'm gonna tell you, coming from somebody who's poor, who came to this country, made a little bit of money, and shared it with his family. A, never lend money to your family, only give it away. And when it comes to money, it's gonna separate you unless you share it freely. So understand that if you keep that money, they will find out eventually. And on top of that, they will fucking hate you for it for the rest of their lives. But if you share it with them, you'll keep your family. So I don't know what kind of family you have, but because I have 11 sisters and 6 brothers and I can't afford to dislike all of them, I had to share my money. Maybe you don't, but it is a choice. Money or family. Which one are you gonna choose, girl? So every single week, I find all these amazing stories about a cat that was rescued, or a raccoon that was rescued, or an owl that was stuck in a grill of a car and the guy broke the grill and pulled out the owl. Which shows me, by the way, that human beings, we're pretty much really good people, right? Because with animals, we show our love because animals really don't hurt us and they personally don't do anything to us. So they give us love, or at least they're themselves and they don't try to hurt you on purpose. And so we show our love to them, right? But through all that, there was a crazy story about these gophers that chewed through a fiber optic line and made about 900 homes lose their internet. And now they're trying to find those beavers and kill them, man. That's crazy. Just because they lost their internet? Come on, guys. Show a little heart. Hey, what the fuck? Are we cutting out too? No. You better find those fucking gophers. Find them and kill them. This story takes me back to my family, man. It's about grandparents that say they don't want to see their grandkids unless they tidy up, wear their Sunday best and look good. And I remember that. I remember being a kid and we'd go to church, and after church we'd go have a dinner at grandma's house, and I had to wear my nice clothes, and I never understood why. But it was because of grandma. And I get it, but I'm just seeing too much change in the world, and you gotta go with the flow, man. It's just the way it is. People now just dress casual. It's a different thing. It's not the same way it used to be anymore. I remember being a kid when I was really young, and everybody dressed nice when you went to Vegas, and now go check it out. You just go with the flow. I know getting old sucks. I know you want to stay in your ways. Hey, listen, man, I had to go with the flow. I'm okay with it now. But trust me, you know what my big thing was? When we went to flip-flops and people started wearing open-toe shit in public. I can't stop staring at those nasty-ass toes. Seriously. I'm eating. I don't want to see that. But you know what I do now? I just look away. Because nothing I can do about it. It's not going to change. So grandparents, just let your kids wear whatever the fuck they want. It is what it is, man. You gotta let it go. But can you please get a pedicure? Well, it's official. The cannabis industry is becoming corporate. Yeah, guess what they said? That you can call it weed and you can call it pot, but don't call it marijuana, because calling it marijuana gives it a negative. Oh, stop it. The reason people smoke pot in the first place is to not be corporate. So stop with this bullshit. Whatever they call it is what they call it. Why aren't you just happy that you're free to be used in 13 or 14 states? And the rest of the states are coming. And whether it's called marijuana or weed or pot or dope, it doesn't matter. So don't be corporate on us, okay? Weed is weed. And after this, have yourself a big fat joint and smoke that marijuana. You know that scene in a movie where there's a car chase and then the bridge is about to go up and the car rips it and they're all screaming and then they jump in and they make it? It happened in real life. Some idiot literally went through the gate and jumped it and actually jumped from one side to the other while the bridge was separating. Yes! And I want to call him a fucking idiot because he is. And I want to call him a dumbass because he is. And I want to call him a titty because he is. But he fucking did it! He did it! What? I'm never gonna do that. But I wish I had the balls. Fuck. He did it. So I wanted to make fun of this woman because she put glue in her eye thinking that they were eye drops. But when I started thinking about what to say, I remembered that those who live in glass houses shouldn't be throwing rocks, because I one time brushed my teeth with, I believe it's called Sensodyne, which numbs you because it looked like a Colgate thing. And then a different time, I did it with the stuff that gets rid of foot fungus. Yeah, put it in there, it looked like toothpaste, and I started brushing it, it tasted weird, I spit it out. But yeah, so if she's an idiot, I'm an idiot too. By the way, what weird shit have you done like that? Those are my two, man. I brushed it with Sensodyne. Sensodyne's not bad, right? Because it's all for your mouth, so I just was numb for a while. But the toe one, I'm sure I caused some irreparable internal damage with that one. Hey, man, shit happens. So, you know what? You get a freebie from Carlos because Carlos is an idiot too. But what have you done? What have you done? So I read this story, right, that this guy ate a burrito, and there was crystal meth in a burrito, and I was like, well, is that gonna be a big deal? So I had a bite of a burrito with crystal meth in it, and I'm like, what's a big deal, right? It's not a big deal. I mean, it's a little bit of crystal meth. What's it gonna do? So my, you know what? Don't have a burrito with crystal meth in it, because it's gonna make you act a little different. But you know what? Thank you for watching. And this was the Mencia Minutes. Let everybody know. Share it with everybody. And yeah, sorry. See you next week, okay? Yeah. Woo! Burritos. By the way, I've never been on crystal meth, so if that didn't look like a crystal meth, I just don't hang out with people that do drugs like that. So, oops.